Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about the Video Game Awards, or the Game Awards, or whatever it is they do. I didn't watch it, actually. I've not watched it ever, and I don't know anyone who is really into gaming who watches it and or takes it seriously. Although I guess the latter part of this video is something you could also say about what I'm going to say regarding everything. So yeah, more rubbish. I mean, people are, and I've seen this done by several commentators, the people are saying, that people don't take video games seriously because of stuff like this. But then again, I don't really know that maybe people who care too much about the Oscars, yet they take film extremely seriously. People like what they like. One of my favourite films or some of my favourite films of all time have not won Oscars. Shaun of the Dead, unfortunately, has not won an Oscar, despite the fact how much I like it. I think it's one of them. But that was actually drawing on a point where if you have seen any of the coverage or some of the coverage from the Game Awards show, you will know there was this whole thing where, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's bringing out some Two Brothers games or something like that he brought out. I can't remember. Yeah, anyway, and he says, this is much better than the Oscars, F the Oscars, all this sort of stuff, and it is really funny. If you guys watch similar people to who I do, then you will know that is something that they have commented on, and I don't really see the need to do it anymore. I think their analysis is perfectly acceptable in that regard. So yeah, some of the stuff I wanted to talk about was just the awards. Now, I've not looked at the results. Don't really care. I did see the nominations, however, and I looked at them, and some of them I will be able to include, some of them I won't be able to include. I suppose this is just me now going on to shamelessly plugging my own video, but there will be a top 5 games of the year coming out of vanburman Awards, as there is every year, and there might be top 5 worst games, reasons. I mean, to be fair, I could do that right now if you want, but there's always one particular series that always gets a look in that one. So yeah, but no, I do want to do my top 5 games of the year, which we will be looking at. Well, it's going to have to be soon. Running out of time to do all this sort of stuff, as well as trying to move. But yes, there will be the top 5 games of the year, as there has been for the past, since 2012, I think. So was it 2012? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so I haven't decided. I've decided which games are going to be in the list. I've just not fully decided what order they're going to be in. So, and in fact, if I am really struggling, it may well be a top 7, because this year, despite all the controversies and the crap Game Awards show, if you can call it that, it has been a really good year for games, especially single-player games and story-driven games. So, I don't know about story, yeah, I guess, in a sense. Freedom story, I don't know. Anyway, fact is that, yeah, that's one of the main things I will be saying overall in that video. If I do a video talking about the bad games, then it's going to be stuff mainly EA and Ubisoft. Can't really do it much more. But yeah, we can look at games that even came out towards the start of the year. I mean, it's incredible to think we've also had a new Resident Evil this year, which isn't one of my favourite games at all. I don't play them, I don't buy them, but I am always glad to see them come out, because they're always a good talking point, and they're always interesting. It's always you just want to see what new wacky depths they go to in the stories. It's like with the films. Now, the Resident Evil films objectively are completely and utter trash. I mean, let's be honest, they are horrendous films. But I love them. I will go to the cinema and I will watch them, and I will enjoy them, because I don't know what it is about it, but it's just one of those things, they just make me feel a little bit like a kid again, I suppose, in that regard. So yeah, thoroughly enjoy it. A lot more than I do, for example, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films. They take on a completely different, they have more of a feeling of dread more than anything. And like when I hear that, a new Final Fantasy game's been announced, and I just want to, I don't know, not deal with that crap. So, anyway, I've really got off topic there. Yes. screw the Game Awards show, whatever it is, load of rubbish, and, you know, get ready for the real top 5 Game of the Year edition thingamajig that I will be doing, which is going to be very soon. If it's not right at the end of the year, it will be towards the end of the year. And there's lots of games that we can look back on and enjoy and say, that game was really good, and then we'll do the bad games and we'll say EA, Ubisoft, and yeah, it will probably be mostly their games, I should have thought. But as always, the criteria for the Game of the Year awards, now the worst games, they take a different type of category, but for the Game of the Year awards, though, I have to have actually played the game. So it has to be something that I've played. It can't be something I've heard about, seen about, really enjoyed the concept of, any of that stuff. Some of them can get honourable mentions, potentially, if there's some really big I've missed. But, for example, now, I don't have PlayStation 4 anymore. I decided to sell my PlayStation 4, so I never actually got around to playing Persona, which I would have loved to have done, and I really wanted to. The copy of the game was really just too expensive at the time when I had my PlayStation 4, and I wasn't really in a stage where I felt like I had enough time to play it. So yes, I haven't done that one. That's not going to be in there for sure. And usually the games I have played are up on my YouTube channel in one form or another, even if that's just a bit of random gameplay. So, you know, you can sort of judge what will and won't be in there based on that, for sure. So the game I've been really playing a lot at the minute, other than my, you know, partaking in Rocket League, I have been playing a lot of The Witcher 3. Obviously that was on my Game of the Year thing 2 years ago, and it didn't win. I think it was the same year that Fallout came out. So it was never going to win in my books, but I must say I've been really enjoying it recently. I've been enjoying playing it through more this time than I did the first time. Now, I had the game bought on GOG, and I think I got it with something I bought. I'm pretty sure I bought maybe one of the graphics cards or something. I don't know. And the code that came was for GOG. And then Steam had it on sale the other day. It was like $12.99 with all the DLC and everything. And I thought, you know what? No, the expansions, I've heard the expansions are really big and they had a lot more content. Not that that's needed to sell me enough, because The Witcher 3 in the base game is absolutely massive anyway. You know, and I thought that'd be a good punt. So I've started it again, and I must say I'm enjoying it at least twice as much as I did the first time. I know they've made quite a few changes, or at least I've read. So yeah, all of them seem to be for the better, and yeah, it's far more enjoyable this time. I feel like I'm paying a lot more attention to it this time. Maybe it's just been that long since I first played it that, yeah, we're looking all a bit different. But anyway, nevertheless, so yes, I've rambled on, but hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're looking forward to the top games of the year. I don't know if it's going to be 5 or 7, because it has been quite an exemplary year, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, don't forget to, you know, bash down in the comments which game you thought was Game of the Year. That's always good for me to realise how many people I'm going to annoy when I don't pick that game. But yes, please do. And as always, guys, I will see you all very soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.